What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Blackwater Chaos, man. It's another beautiful day here on God's green earth. It's Saturday, man. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's blessed, enjoying their weekend. First day of the weekend, man. We have some beautiful weather out here in Cali, like in the 80s, man. And I'm just happy to be here to see another beautiful day, man. You know what it is. It's another moment of my moments in hip hop. My moments in hip hop. We're doing it a little later today, man. Um, in this world we live in right now, it's a lot of fake people. You got very few real solid folks, man. Real solid folks. And my guest tonight is a real solid one. I know we've had a couple mishaps when it comes to getting this thing going. We've been trying to get this gentleman in. He's a West Coast legend. He's one of the most underrated artists I think of on the West Coast. He's one of the most underrated producers I think of on the West Coast. And I feel like I'm a West Coast fan, man, and I breathe and eat this shit. So today we got, or should I say tonight, we got my guy, the Chill of Compton's Most Wanted, also first generation, just a solid individual, man. So before I bring him in, man, you know I like to take ownership of shit that I do where I feel I made a mishap, a misstep. So we was trying to get Chill in here a couple of weeks ago, and that was my fault. I didn't send him the correct information. So as always, I would like to say it was my fault that he wasn't in here. I know I got a couple of inboxes saying that I should just give up on it. But the reason why I say he's a solid individual is because he hit me direct to let me know, look, man, I'm trying to get in there, man. It's you that ain't putting the pieces together. So for the past 2 weeks, we've been in conversations to get these pieces put together for this puzzle, man. And he just dropped a dope ass project, and we're gonna bring him in here. I know we ain't got really a lot of people in here yet, but we about to bring the Chill in here. It's just me and him right now, man. So Chill, I got you, big dog. Bro, what up with you? G Connect. I see you, 2Bs. What's up with you, big bro? Yup.
We in there now.
What's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. What's up with you, man?
Hey, man, I can't complain. We still here on God's green earth, man. You know,
Yes,
that
indeed.
as long as we got that part, everything else is gonna be all right, man. So,
Everything else gonna fall in order. That's right.
hey, man,
It's a
first
little
off,
dark in here. I'm sitting in my car chilling and shit. But you
oh,
know,
no problem,
you
no
see me
problem, man.
right. They
Yeah,
see
hell
me.
yeah, I
What's
got
up,
you.
y'all?
Hey, man, I want to say, I know I sent you this message, and I said this to you a couple times, man. But you know, nowadays with this social media and with a lot of shit that go on, man, it's a lot of fake folks out here, my guy. There's a lot of dudes who really don't stand on them 10 toes that they portray they stand on. And you know, we tried this 2 times. And the one thing I respect about you, my guy, every time you hit me like, look, man, I'm trying to put this together. It ain't like I'm trying to shake and jake you. I'm really trying to do this. So you know, I salute you more than I could ever show here on this IG and this
Man,
little platform I got.
I appreciate that and salute you back, you know what I mean, just for the recognition as well as, you know what I mean, I dig your platform and I dig what you're doing. You know what I mean? I'm a dude that's been lasting, so if I can help a lending hand or some type of game or some form of knowledge or whatever to what you're doing on something that I like, you know what I mean, something positive, something dope for the culture, you know what I'm saying, I'm all in. I see something in you, so I'm like, yeah, let's get this right. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
You know, the social media, you know what I mean? It works the way it works, you know what I mean? But we here now. You know what I mean?
and
That's what's
man,
most important.
truly appreciate you, big dog, man. You know, I want to also shout out, two people real quick, man, before we get cracking. I want to shout out my big brother, G Connect. And then I want to shout out Dogman Compton, man, cause, we've been, a couple years ago, you know, my guy reached out to me when he saw me going through some shit, and he didn't have to do that. And we had a few conversations, and I truly appreciate him for just extending that hand, because I'm not like, I wasn't nobody he knew. It was just all from social media, and he really extended that hand, and I'm always grateful for anybody who touched me like that, man. So I just want to say I appreciate those two gentlemen that's in the building right
Man,
now,
shout
man.
out to Dog Man, you know what I'm saying? That's Boom Docs, that's West Side Compton on the 9 with me from a kid to now. You know what I'm saying? Dog Man Compton. Relatable Facts, that's dropping April 22nd. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all be looking for that, and he'll be right here on the same very camera talking to you as well. You know what I'm saying? So be looking for him. Real solid guy.
Yeah, man. So, you know, we started this before, man, a couple of months ago, and we got to the basics, and, but I want to go back if you don't mind, man. So, like, I, I went to Enterprise, I went to McKinley Elementary, I went to Enterprise Middle School. I was a part of the first sixth grade class at Enterprise Middle School. So,
You
you
went to
know,
the prison?
yes, sir. Yes, in a prison. I already know about it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, man. So, I'm a big, you know, Compton Most Wanted fan, man, and I'm a big fan of you and Eight, big dog. And I want to know how did you get started in what you're doing? I know you told me before that MC Ren was a big influence on what you had going. So if you don't mind enlightening the folks that we got in the building, man.
Well, just to pick up where we left off, you know what I mean? I was infected by hip hop just like everybody else. I
Okay.
was blessed to, you know, just so happen to live across the street from where MC Ren from the legendary NWA used to be at. And
Mm,
he took a liking into me, you know what I mean? Not on no goofy shit, but, you know, this is NWA in the posse days, you know what I mean? Boys in the Hood, Dope
ooh.
Man, all that shit. And they used to tour, and he used to come across the street and, you know, vibe with me. I'll be asking me questions like, damn, man, that chain real, and, you know, where Easy E at, and, you know, all that type of shit, you know what I mean? And he like, man, what you writing in your book, you know what I mean? And I'm writing raps, and, you know, they was whack. I was starting, but, you know, he believed in me. He told me to keep going, you know what I mean? And out of that, you know, he was like, okay, it's time. He took us around to Easy's house, which I didn't know he stayed that close to my mother. You know what I mean? Compton ain't that big,
Mm,
you know what I mean? But he stayed probably like
yeah.
about 10 minutes from me, you know what I mean? And we shot around there and the whole crew was there. And,
Mm,
you know, me and Eight was there and we bust, and Easy was like, man, I want to fuck with y'all, but I gotta mess with all these different artists he had. You know what I mean? And I really didn't want to wait, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I would have, but he did tell us to go back to the studio. You know, we probably every bit of 14. I ain't know where no studio was at or nothing, or never been in no
Right.
studio. So, you know, he turned us on the Lonzo, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's where a lot of us come from. Ice-T, King T, you know what I mean? Of course, Dr. Dre and all Yella and all of that. So when he turned us on to him, that's where we met DJ Slip and DJ Unknown. You know what I mean? And the rest is
Mm,
history. You know what I mean? Compton's Most Wanted was born this way back
yeah,
in
man.
88. Yep. Yeah, this
Ooh,
way
well,
back in 88.
I was in like the seventh, eighth grade back then, big dog. So yeah, man. And you know, when I do these interviews, no matter who it is, I try to get as much info before I come to you
No
and
doubt.
and chop it up with you.
No
I
doubt.
now that you're speaking on Lonzo, I got to meet him a couple of times up at the Boom Boom Room. I did a couple of shows up there in like 2013, 2014.
Yeah,
Real
Lonzo's
solid
a cool
dude.
cat. Yeah, he's the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to finding that raw talent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, for all the old school cats, he put out Ice T's first record, 6 in the morning, King T's first records, you know, he had Dr. Dre's first records, and of course, you know what I'm saying, Compton's Most Wanted first record. So we all fall under that same umbrella. And he was the guy, one of the guys that was really pushing the line for this West Coast hip hop. You know what I mean? So shout out
Right.
to Lonzo, man. For all those that don't know Lonzo, go watch the NWA movie. And that character is Lonzo. Yes, indeed.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
I
ain't him, but
just
that's what he act like.
I just remember sitting up on that balcony in the boom boom room and he lacing me with some stuff that he didn't have to even do that right there, El Segundo and Avalon. So, you know,
Eve after
I,
dark.
yeah, I could definitely appreciate that and understand that, man. So how did you and Eight get together, big dog?
It's crazy because my auntie and his cousin, they used to go to church together. You know, we used to fall in and out the church every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But at Compton College, they call themselves working out or something, walking the track around the track.
yeah.
His cousin took him, and my auntie took me. You know what I mean? That's who used to roll with me or let me roll with her and listen to K Day and listen to all the hip hop music and all that. And that was the same person for him, his cousin Dorothy.
Okay.
And we over at the track, you know, just two rebellious ass kids. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't walking no track. You know what I mean? Like, let them walk the track. So we on the bleachers and we kind of vibing, you know what I mean? You know, off of, you know, what was hot at that time. You know, at that time it was Rakim and EPMD.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you be listening to this? And I spit it and he like, you be listening to this? You know what I mean? And it went from that to, you know, I'm gonna go over Aaron house and I'm gonna go over Vernon house, you know what I mean? And I'm spending the night and he's spending the night and we just became bow wows, you know what I mean? And, you know, from the legacy of NWA or EPMD or these group BDP, these groups that had these letters, you know what I mean? We always wanted
yeah.
to be, you know what I'm saying, a group, you know, to mimic something like that. You know what I mean? Something like that, like for this, you know, trying to be a group with some big bold letters. You know what I mean? So
So
we came up with a whole bunch of corny shit, you know, Compton's hardest niggas, Compton this, that, the other. We watched.
I can't hear you, big dog. I lost you. I don't know what happened. I lost you. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, my shit tripping, my bad. But long story
It's
short,
all
you know what
good.
I'm saying? Yeah, long story short, we watching um America's Most Wanted on TV. Well, it was watching us. You know what I mean? And you know, Compton's Most Wanted. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's stuck. CMW. You know what I mean? We want it for blase. Our flows. You know what I mean? The type of cats we are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know, this type of shit, that type of shit. And we stuck with it. And it's been us since we've been 14 years old, 15 years old.
Hey, America's Most Wanted was a shit back in the day, man. I think all the youngsters was tuned into that.
Yeah, America's Most
That's
Wanted, the TV show. So it was basically depicting people that was wanted across America
right.
um, for whatever they was wanted for. You know what I mean? It could have
Yeah.
been some frivolous activity, or it could have been for something good. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
hell yeah.
You know, me and Eight was like, we wanted for these flows, you know, this gangster shit we be on. You know, we straight out of Compton, some real Compton cats, born and raised. You know what I mean? We wanted for that, you know. So we just ran with it, you know what I mean? And it just became more and more and more of a definition to us. You know what I mean?
Ye- Yeah, man. And I'm thankful for that, big dog, because I'm a real West Coast dude. So like y'all, NWA, King T, Toddy T, you know, I grew up in that era where I think I just said King T, DJ
Right.
Pooh, all
Yeah,
those
Ice
dudes right
T.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ice
all those
T,
dudes right
Rhyme
there
Syndicate. Yeah.
put really put a stamp on my brain. So I could definitely feel that era, man. You know,
I mean, one
I,
thing's for certain, we just didn't want to just be any crew or just anything, just, you know, some local rappers around. We wanted to stand out. You know what I mean? We was already standout dudes from, you know, just going to school or just being around. You know what I mean? So, you know, we didn't want to just be, you know, just a couple of dudes that know how to rap.
yeah,
You know what I
hell yeah.
mean? So, you know, that was big. We went to the swap meet and got CMW on our shirts and our hats. And, you know, they already knew it was real because they always used to see us around. You know what I mean? Like, oh, them dudes from Compton, they from Alondra and Central. You know what I mean? Them dudes right there, they really, really from Compton. You know what I'm saying? And we digging they swag, they get out. You know what I'm saying? And
You
and the
speak,
definition just got bigger from there. You know what I mean?
yeah. And speaking of high school, so you went to school with Snoop, Warren, and MCA. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. What happened is I got kicked out the Compton school district at a young
Ooh,
age. And on top
okay.
of that, you know what I mean, back in them days, Compton schools, you wasn't learning nothing no ways. The teachers had went on a strike, they didn't have no books. You know what I mean? The
I
teachers
went
was
through all
coming to
that.
school when they want to, you know what I mean? It was a big gang culture out there, you know, the whole nine. So really you was just going to school just to hang out. So moms was like, you basically ain't learning shit. You gonna walk your ass to Long Beach, you know what I mean? Which is probably like 2-3 miles away from where I stayed at, you know, on the cusp. You know, like I said, Compton ain't that big. The next city is
Yeah.
Long Beach this way, Carson this way, Paramount this way, Watts this way. So, or Linwood, you know what I mean? So I had to walk to school in Long Beach every day. But that was a blessing because that taught me about white people, Asian people, you know what I mean? You
Mm.
know, versus just black and Latinos, you know what I mean? It taught me about all type of different people. And it opened my mind up broader to a lot of different things. You know what I mean? If I would have stayed in Compton, it would have just been gang banging only, selling dope, finding myself in trouble. You know what I mean? There wasn't too many outlets. But me going to school in North Long Beach, you know what I mean? That opened my eyes to different things like, oh, okay, I could be free. I could pop lock. I could rap. I could do poetry. I could be a sports player. I could, you know, all that type of shit. So it
Yeah.
was a good thing. And, you know, Snoop, he went to Lindbergh, which I went to Hamilton. That's down the street. You know what I mean? So he used to come get Warren G every day. We used to battle. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Snoop would tell you the rest. You know what I'm saying? I used to run through him. You know what I'm saying? You know, him and G Dub. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you the rest about that. I ain't gonna brag about it, but you know,
I
watch
dig
the
it. I dig
documentary
it.
I'm working on. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Compton's best kept secret. It's gonna tell it all. Yes, indeed.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Hey, he said I ain't gonna speak on that. I'm gonna let them talk about that. I used to run through them though. Track
Oh,
shoes,
come
huh?
on, man. You know what I'm saying? We was the go-to guys. You know what I'm saying? And then we had a record out before everybody. You know what I mean? It wasn't too many artists out at that time. You know, and shit was corny. You know what I mean? It was like Bobby Jimmy and the Critters. You know, I think the hardest thing we had
Yeah.
out at that time was, you know, that we really used to rock with was Rodney O and Joe Cooley or Toddy T and Spade. You know what I mean?
Tiny
You
T and
know,
Spade right there, man.
yeah,
I
Easy and
remember
them
them
was
though.
Easy and them was underground still with the mixtapes and all of that. So, you know what I mean? It was like we had to be them guys, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, going to school in Long Beach, it just really opened my eyes. And we came out with a record actually at 17 years old on the Compton compilation. Shout out to Lonzo again. You know what I mean? They put us on that compilation
Mm.
and we came hood rich. You know what I mean? We was hood famous. It put the stamp on our fancy flyness that we was on. You know what I mean?
And so y'all first project was it's a Compton thing, right?
That was our first Compton's Most Wanted project. The first project that we was on was the Compton compilation. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Lonzo,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Lonzo had a compilation called the Compton Compilation. It's real big out there on the West Coast. And,
Mm.
you know, he had a lot of inner city artists on there. But out of, shout out to all of them, Vanilla C, Chuck, Smalls, the Real Master Rhymes, Jolly Joe, Rick Rock. You know what I mean? Compton's Most Wanted, PG-13. Um,
Mm.
so out of that, you know what I mean, we got the eye of DJ Unknown. You know what I mean? Another popular producer slash label on the West Coast that was pushing this line just like Lonzo with the techno music and all of this. He's actually the one that put out Ice T 6 in the morning and um, um, um,
Yeah.
King T. If you ever in Compton, you better bring a gun and different stuff like that. You know what I mean? So he was like, you know, let me do y'all a deal. When we came out with a single, it was called This Is Compton. I Give Up Nothing and Give It Up. Little hood, little tape, CD, little tape,
Right.
cassette tape.
Cassette.
You know what I mean?
Cassette.
Big bold letters, CMW, you know what I mean? And it flowed around the inner city. And, you know, that struck us a deal with Capital, EMI on the East Coast through DJ Unknown. You know what I mean? And, you know, the rest is history, man.
Yeah, man, because I know you guys are legendary and not just Compton, man. I had a lot of people who reached out to me and said, man, they couldn't wait to hear from you because of the stamp you put on them back in their early teens or their early ages. Just as a group, how y'all came out. You know, I want to say y'all was a little bit before NWA,
Nah, we
or
was
y'all was
after.
at the same time.
Nah, we was after. We was after. They came out with
Yeah.
NWA and the Posse, and they came out with Straight Outta Compton. Then we
That
came out.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
You're right.
This is
You're
a
right.
this is a fun fact right here. The
Go
only
ahead.
people that got a shout out on the Straight Outta Compton LP was Compton's Most Wanted. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
We were
You
still in,
definitely right.
we were still in the oven cooking. You know what I mean? So, go back and listen to a song called Something Like That by
Oh
NWA.
yeah.
And at the
Oh
end,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Ren and Dre says, I want to give it up to my little homeboys from CMW. That was our intro to the game right there. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And then
they basically like back then stamped y'all
basically, you know what I mean? And it wasn't nobody else on that album besides, the Ruthless, DOC,
the whole
the
posse.
whole Ruthless Get Down, you know what I mean? But that was super big in itself, you know what I mean? That we got a shout out from dudes that, you know what I'm saying, we look up to, you know what I mean, and fans of, you know what I mean? And that just gave us more inspiration, you know what I mean? So off that compilation, we did the It's a Compton thing, well, the single, This is Compton, and then struck our deal
It's a
with
Compton.
BMI. Yeah, It's a Compton thing. You know what I mean? And that's what
Mm.
Ren was coming across the street tell me still, like, yeah, you cracking now. Keep going.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
stop.
Like you got it, huh?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, what was it like having that direct connect with a person like Ren who they already making waves in the game, they already making moves. How did that affect your confidence and what you were attaining to be having that direct connect with Ren?
Man, it's definitely a blessing because really, it's who you know. You know what I mean? They could say, you know what I mean, oh, I got this talent or I got that, but luckily I knew MC Ren because you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't know nobody, ain't nobody gonna know you got the talent. Back then,
Yeah,
we didn't have the internet and all of that. You know what I mean? So it was who you know. You know what I mean? And it was a blessing that Easy E, one of his best friends, be across the street from me, and he took a liking into me, and then introduced me to Easy and Dre and Cube and Arabian Prince and all of them dudes, and I was able to take my homie with us as a group. You know what I mean? And they introduced us to Lonzo, so it was basically just a who you know game at that point. You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
so did you were you first the rapper, chill the rapper, or were you chill the producer, or was it simultaneous?
Nah, I was just rhyming first, but I always had a love in drums. Drums is my first love. I played in the church. I played in the Compton Parade. I played at school. You know what I mean? I was a good drummer as a young kid. And it's crazy because one of my sons is like that too. He got it natural. It's just in us. And my dad, he played congas and bongos and all of that. And my uncle sung and had a group and all of that. So I was already motivated as a kid from being around it. You know what I mean? So much music and records and listening to all these old soul records and oldies and stuff like that. So, I always knew how to ride the rhythm. You know what I mean? For this, you know what I
Mm,
mean? Keep a steady flow to a beat. You know what I mean? A beat pattern. Eight was always the rhymer. You know what I mean? I think he left, went out of state to his pop's pad and came back, and he was just, his tools were sharp one summer. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, you write the raps. You know what I'm saying? We gonna bust them. When I get me some equipment, I'm gonna start doing beats. It was basically that. You know what I mean? So
oh, okay.
I ain't started doing beats until probably the Death Threats album. No, I take that back. Music the Drive By album. But I wasn't on those albums doing production. I was
Right.
sharpening my tools. Yep.
So so let me ask you a question. So I know you had to take a little vacation,
Yep.
and how long was you gone? 4?
The first time 32 months. The second time 4 with 80.
Okay, okay. Yeah, 'cause you got a project called Forward 80, and am I right?
It's dedicated to that. Yep. Four
Yeah,
with 80.
'cause
Yes indeed.
I think I heard you was on the first album rapping, but then I didn't hear you for a couple of projects.
I got locked up the same night we did the Duck Sick. I left and jumped in a
Oh,
stolen car, was riding around. You know what I mean? Because back in them days, like I said, you only had so many options. Either you was gonna be a ball player, a gangbanger, a dope dealer, or a rapper. Them was the only options we had. We weren't thinking about being ambulance and veterinarians
nah.
and, you know what I mean, construction workers. You know what I mean? You was only gonna be this or that. You know what I mean? So thank God, you know what I mean, I found that I had a passion in music and wanted to take it serious, but didn't know how. You know what I mean? So I had one foot straddling
Uh-huh.
and didn't understand that, you know what, I have to treat this like a full business. And the streets is full business. So I'm in the streets and in the business, and it just wasn't mixing. You know what I mean? Like I say, I left the
Right, right.
studio and jumped in a G ride, a stolen car. And you know, it cost me not being on some of the biggest records that we have. You know what I mean? Or being on the biggest record, but not being able to fulfill what it needed. Like a lot of people don't know that's me and Eight on Growing Up in the Hood, but on the video it's just him doing my verse because I was
Yeah,
young.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
Ah,
that was one of my biggest records at that time. But I had to leave. I had to go. I chose the streets. You know what I mean. But I got it figured out. I got it figured out. That's why we did 4 with 80. You know what I mean? And
right,
everything
right.
else been gas from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. 'Cause you one of you know, I've been listening to your music, and I just feel like you're one of the most underrated West Coast dudes that we got. And I want to ask you, how was it for you growing up in Compton? But I heard you say a lot of that already. You know, I actually lived in Compton as a youth. I stayed on Stanford Avenue
Mm-hmm.
between Rosecrans and Central, and it's in an apartment over there.
All right.
Um, and it's one incident that really affected me still to this day as a child. So we used to hop the fence and
Mm-hmm.
walk through this little business park, and we would come out on Avalon right there, right before Compton, where and walk to that liquor store, right?
Right.
You know the liquor store on Compton and Avalon right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
So as we walking out of this little business park, it's me and four of my other guys. We about 10 years old. You know, as we turn the corner, I never forget this. I could see it like it's yesterday. Two dudes pull up in the Chevy Nova. Mind you, I just told you we only 10 years old.
Right.
They pull up in the Chevy Nova and they brandish a 38. They put it to us and they told us get on our knees and start crying. Um,
Did you do
so
that? Is that what you
it's
did
the,
you do that?
we didn't cry, but we got on our knees and we made the noise because the driver, he right there with 38 right there loaded, you know, in our faces. This is the first time I ever seen something like that. And I wouldn't even, I can't even lie to you. I'm 100, I try to be 100% real, 100% transparent. I got down there and made the noise, but I have, it was one dude that was with us. He started laughing. And the dude that was in the driver's seat, he said, "Man, I should just shoot you right now." There was a passenger. He said, "Man, let them little niggas go. They ain't nothing but kids."
Yeah, sound
And
like
I,
boys in the hood. Get them niggas they ball back. Same shit.
hey,
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
same
look.
shit.
Let me tell you a
On my
quick story.
daughter, man.
Let me
On
tell
my
you a quick
daughter.
story.
Go ahead.
Me and one of my partners walking. This is actually
Uh huh.
the first DJ on the first album. A lot of people think this guy's a white guy. He's a mixed guy. It's DJ Ant C. You know what I mean? He's
Okay.
it's me a picture of me, him, and Eight on the cover. So Ant C, he had turntables and shit. Me and one of my
Okay.
homeboys, we like, come on, we gonna walk over Ant C house. But he stayed at Elm Street Hood. You know what I mean? So we like, I wonder where Elm Street start at. We kids
Yeah, yeah.
trying to drink and smoke and shit. You know what I mean? So we walking. I said, come on, we're gonna cross the street right here. We crossed over Compton Boulevard. We on Sloan. You know what I'm saying? Fam, we
No.
mobbing. We walk past these apartments. There's some dudes out there, but they look like us, like some Crips. You know what I mean? You know, what's happening, homie? What's happening, homie? Kept it pushing. I'm talking about we got halfway down the block and bullets flying at us. I'm hearing bullets shoom flying past my head. You know, they was really trying to get us. You know what I mean? So the moral to
Wow.
my story, and to add to your story, that's just growing up in Compton, man. You know what I
And
mean?
Compton.
That shit happened. You know what I mean? And you know, for me, I chose to be the guy on the other side of the gun. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I'm tired of getting chased home. I'm not, or I ain't gonna be the nigga getting chased home. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be the nigga getting sweated every day. I'm gonna be the nigga sweating motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right, right.
that's how the gangbang come in. But I was always
Yeah.
a leader, not a follower. You know what I mean?
Hey, I could dig that. And the only moral to my story is, you know, I know how hard it is coming up in Compton, you know, as a kid. Cause like I said, we only 10, 11 years old amongst four of us. So you could just imagine. And I'll never forget this dude had rollers in his hair and he was from New Park.
Damn.
So that right there, it has stayed with me to this day. And
And where you lived at, he probably thought you was from Campanella. There it is. You know what I'm saying?
hey, cause I was coming out them apartments. But see, even back then it was before the apartments in the Campanella Parks hooked up. Back then it was just TTH,
Right,
Terracetown Hustlers.
right, right.
So, you know, yeah, man, but that's just a small piece. But like I said, I
Shout
kind
out,
of
real quick, shout out to Don
go
Lansky,
ahead.
my bro out of Riverside, man. We just had a wonderful day. We just shot a video, you know what I'm saying, to a jam he produced on the album called The Purge, you know what I'm saying? So y'all be looking out for that. You know what I'm saying? Don Lansky, you know what I'm saying? He on here right now. Shout out to my boy, man.
Hey, yeah, man. Shout out to Dyer Lansky, man, because he was. I got Squeak Rule on the project, and Squeak Rule went there and recorded his verse, man. And I would definitely love to get Dyer Lansky on here, man, just to chop it up, because I know he deep in his hip hop shit as well.
Yes, he did.
Um,
Yes, indeed.
but but to get back to you and what you got going on, man. You know, California is one of my bangers right now. I drive truck, so I get to listen to a lot of different music as I'm driving.
Dope.
And man, I'm wondering how it's not more heard of or not spoke of or like that shit go.
Yeah, it's
As the
crazy with that
speakers
album.
go,
I did that album in 2000 and I want to
13.
say, yeah, no, yeah, 13. It came out in 2013.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I did it in 2010. I left and went to prison in 2011. 2013, that's when it got popping, but I wasn't here to promote it, to do no videos, and this was something that I was trying to do on my own and trying to figure it out.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that'll forever be one of my classics, but it also gonna be a time capsule of how far I've grown. You know what I mean?
What
Like
is
for this, you know, taking shit serious and you know what I'm saying, can't learning not to straddle the bench for others when it comes to the streets and this business. Because that's what it is, the
yeah,
record business. You know what I mean? And the streets is street business. You know what I mean? You can't mix the two. Both of them deserves your undivided attention. You know what I mean? So
we had that conversation too, man, on the
right.
last one.
Yeah.
How you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out because you got to be 100% in whatever you gonna do.
Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yep.
Yeah,
Shout
man,
out
cause
Epidemic. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
my guy, Epidemic.
yeah, he does all my covers, and he's an amazing artist himself. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir, man. So so as Atis, I know you was gone, and as Atis steady making his way through the music. How how are you guys' relationship? I know y'all boys, y'all came up together, but how are you looking at that? Like, damn, my dude out here making his stamp on the game. He did Minister Society. Am I saying the right movie? Minister Society,
Yep. Yep.
AWAC,
Yep.
one of the dopest hip hop movies or South Central movies or West Coast movies, however you want to title it. What are your thoughts at this point in time?
Man, it's nothing but props for the simple fact that you know when I was gone. You know what I'm saying? When me and A used to talk on the phone, I used to always tell him like, man, keep shit riding. So when I come home, I got something to do. Now, what to do when
Right.
I get home, that's on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
got myself in this situation. He didn't. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I had a partner that, or still have a partner that, you know, he know how to keep going for our brand, CMW, something that we made up when we was kids, me and him. You know what I mean? And to add to it, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't just rappers no more. Now we actors and producers and, CMW is not just a group, it's a brand. You know what I mean? So he kept it pushing, you know what I'm saying? I was around for the Minister Society shit. I came home
Oh.
and that's when I started getting serious about production. You know what I mean? You know, shit was going, you know what I mean? And, you know, the label at that time was Epic, you know what I mean? And, you know, these
Yeah.
dudes, they wasn't for my shit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, let me find me something to do. I got me some equipment and, you know, just got dope. You know what I mean? Just taught myself how to get good at it. You know what I mean? Uh, utilize those old skills that I had when I was a drummer in church and for the marching band in Compton and all this different stuff and in school into what I want to do. And plus I'm a fan of hip hop. I knew I wanted us to sound like. And then I had great teachers around me like DJ Slip, Mike T, you know what I mean? Rick Rock, you know what I mean? Them dudes, they had MPC 16s and SP 1200s and I used to jump on them and mess around, you know what I mean? So I knew the fundamentals of it. I just was glad that my boy had a platform for us so I could showcase this. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Ironically, it reverted back to MC Ren. You know what I mean? The first time that I was able to be heard as a producer, you know what I mean, on a professional level was Ren's last album on Ruthless called Ruthless for Life. I did a song
Yeah, yeah.
I did a song called Shot Caller. You know what I mean? And he took me serious, like, look, dude, this beat is hard. I want to use it on my album. And I rapped on the song with him. You know what I mean? So I know what he was doing. You know what I mean? He was digging the talent in me, but at the same time, he was, you know, making me more serious off into my music versus the streets. You know what I mean? It's the same shit Easy used to do. I'll be walking down the street with blue rags on my head, you know what I mean, drinking and shit, 40 ounces, and he'll pull over and put me in the car and be like, what you doing? I'm like, man, just go over to homeboy house. And he like, nah, and take me back home. You know what I mean? Give me a couple of
Mm.
dollars and take me home. And now I'm back stuck at home. Like, why he took me home? Now that I'm older, I know what he was doing. Like, nah, you too hard. You finna get out these streets. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing
Yeah.
Ren was doing when he gave me my shot on Shot Caller. You know what I mean? And that's right there is a blessing again. You know what I mean? And I got to give Ren his whole flowers because he put me on as a rapper and a producer. You know what I mean? Because after that, I'm doing a Butter Law, Cocaine, Redman, work my way up to Snoop Dogg and Nate Dogg. You know what I mean? And Warren G. You know what I mean? And a slew of others. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, I done touched everything on the West Coast, East Coast, and down South. You know what I mean? Modestly,
They saw something in you.
yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Hey man, you know, I R.I.P. Easy E, but I hear a lot of people talk about how Easy was very influential on him and how he used to reach out. You know, we hear a lot about Easy the gangster rapper or he just funded everything, but as well as he was just a solid individual, man. He was about the city of Compton.
Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a real solid cat. You know, same thing with him. He had to figure out how to not put the streets off into this business. You know what I mean? And he focused on more business. And look, he's a rock and roll Hall of Famer after death. You know what I mean? And, you know, his
That's
squad,
crazy.
regardless, you know, Dre got a billion, you know, Cube got this, Ren got that. You know what I mean? They all rock and roll Hall of Famers. And I grew up right across the street from these guys. So, it's the who you know factor. You know what I mean? And how blessed could I be by living at 15202 South Williams, Compton, California, right across the street from where Ren be at on a daily, right
That's
10 minutes
crazy.
from Easy Mama house. You know what I mean? And the neighborhood I bang Tidy T from the same hood. You know what I mean? And Mixmaster Spade be around it. You know what I mean? So it's like I got the whole beginning of the West Coast gangster shit from the gate. I got these dudes that started it in my
The
pocket.
pioneers. The
Exactly.
pioneers.
Exactly.
You know, I think of Compton like I think of Queens,
Right.
Queens in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because Queens is home of Nas, 50, a lot of legends, Nori, the Mobb Deeps, and I think that Compton is that on the West Coast. We got y'all, we got NWA, we got Kendrick, we got Game, we got Tidy T, we got we got a slew of artists, King T. We got a
Yes,
slew of
indeed.
artists just like they do out there in Queens.
Yes, indeed. You know what I mean? I mean, when you think of, you know, how it's set up, we know. You know what I'm saying? Alondra, Compton Boulevard, you know, Rosecrans, El Segundo. You know what I mean? Those four streets, that's like boroughs to us. You know what I mean? If we're
Yeah,
gonna use it equivalent to the Queens, you know what I mean? Southside Jamaica, Queens, Flatbush, Brooklyn, you know what I mean? All of that, you know what I'm saying? So Nas would be DJ Quick and them on Rosecrans, you know what I mean? And with
Ooh.
KK and them and D, you know what I mean? We like, you know, EPMD from Staten Island, you know what I mean? We on Alondra and Central, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got Gangsta and Tracer around the way. They like, you know, Mob Deep or some motherfucking body, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Easy E and them. They like Public Enemy. They on the other side
Yeah.
of, you know, Alondra, you know what I mean? So if you want to use it like that, it'd be like that. Cause I look at things like that too. Like we like the mecca of West Coast hip hop in Compton. It's where it started.
Yeah, man.
It's
And
where it
you know what's
started.
crazy is Compton is such a small place, but Compton has so many legendary artists.
Yes.
Queens is such a small, it's a small spot, but they have so many legendary artists.
Yes,
So
indeed.
that's another reason why I put those two together, man. And I know that nowadays versus is something that's big. If we could have a versus Queens versus Compton, that would be my shit right there.
Oh, that'll be hard.
That right there would be my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cause, cause like you said, you got Quick, you got NWA, and that NWA branch. Just think about all the legends that come out of there. Think about you and Eight. Think about King T is one of the most. He's one of my favorite artists. I'm a dude that's about cadence and voices.
Man, we got something for everybody they got for us if it was on that level. You know what I mean? We got K Dot. You know what I mean? That's our headhunter. We got Game. You know what I'm saying? We got me at 8. You know what I mean? That's our locks. You know what I mean? You got, you know, Tila, that's our
Ooh,
G, King T. You know what I'm saying? And Todd. You know what I mean? You know, and then we got cats like Rim. We even got youngsters like Compton AV, Compton AD, Compton STG. You know what I'm saying? We got Dogman Compton. You know what I mean? It's just so many levels of it. We got it covered from all areas. That's why I said
yeah.
Compton is the mecca of West Coast hip hop. No
I
disrespect to
didn't.
nobody else at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking
Right, right.
facts. You know what I mean? Compton is the mecca of West Coast gangster rap, of
Yeah, man.
gangster rap, period.
Shout out to all the people on the West Coast that do their thing, man. But we just speaking actual factuals right there, and you know the you can do your research and that'll tell its own story.
No doubt.
So
Speaking facts.
and, and you got some youngsters out in Compton right now that's doing a thing that I've been watching and paying close attention to, man. So like uh hit a J3, Boogie, West Side Boogie, and a bunch, uh, damn, badass Billy. No, I'm saying his name wrong.
Snoopy badass.
Snoopy badass. You know, just a bunch of cats that's out here who making their way.
Yeah, I'm tapping
And
in with all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanna see dudes last because, like I said, in the city, man, we ain't got no options, and it's still like that. You know what I mean? Even with the internet, you know what I mean? A lot of kids they smarter, they have bigger dreams than we had. Shout out to Compton College and different entities that's going on in the city, but it's only so many options. It's only so many options, and really, the inspiring option is you're gonna be like Kobe Bryant and LeBron, or you know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to run a football, based off the Snoop lead or wherever you playing. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna grab that mic. You know what I mean? Of course, don't nobody want to be no police. Ain't nobody
no,
trying to be no ambulance driver. And don't nobody give a fuck about dogs and shit enough to motherfucking be a veterinarian. So your only options is this mic and sports.
yeah, yeah,
And it's
man.
still like that in the city. It's still like that in the city. You know what I mean?
I'm already knowing, man.
That's why you got a lot of great talent coming from Compton, man. We hungry.
So, so what do you think that you guys, nowadays they got the internet, man, where it's direct to fans. It's everything is like that. Back in our day, you had to get out there and sell them CDs. You had to get out there and grind. You had to get out there and touch the people. What is the difference that you see from back when you guys were starting to the times that right now when you putting out a project like Elephant? What are the differences that you see?
But really, it's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? If it's
Okay.
used correctly, then it can be effective. You know what I mean? Meaning for cats like us that come from the slums, you know what I mean? It's like, man, we can reach all them people in all them hoods that we never been to, or ones that we been to, because I done been all over the world, man. And there's some in the cut spots that's just like Compton, like literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like when you reach and you able to touch those people or just vibe with them people and they talking the same language with this internet, you can really be effective by reaching out and touching them without jumping on $1,000 plane ride and get to them with all this glitz and glamour and shit. You know what I mean? The curse is, you know, it makes anybody a wannabe star overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
studio in every corner. You know what I mean? People can do a record and, you know, do a jam, and it might be knocking in they speakers. You know, the equipment ain't hooked up right though, or they ain't got the right plug-ins on it, or they hearing it a certain way, or they been smoking too much and the shit ain't right. But to them, it's the shit, you know, as it should be, and they put it out, and
Yeah.
you know, they probably some popular person, or they know how to buy clicks, you know what I mean? Or they using these fake internet sites, or like I said first, they might be likable to where they getting a lot of likes and they getting a lot of views and this, that, the other. Now it's starting to tap off into their head space. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
thinking something that they not. You know what I mean? So that's the curse when it comes to this social media shit. Motherfuckers got to keep it 100 with who they really is instead of who they think they are on this platform, and use it for what it's really used for. You know what I mean? To make it a blessing to reach out and touch the masses that we ain't able to touch. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's people like us everywhere. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out this most. Shout out this most.
This
Hey,
most
yeah,
shout
man.
out, shout out.
So what do you like more? You like the producer part of it, or you like the artist part of it, the artistry?
I like it all, man. I like building. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. Me and my wife, we be putting together beds and shit like that. I like that. It's art. You know what I mean? Shit,
Ah,
hanging a TV up is art. You know what I mean? Cooking a nice dish is art. Um, Being a part of something that's after it's done, you can look at it like a cake. Like, damn, we did that. You know what I'm saying? We put this together piece by piece, and look,
right.
the world loves it. So it's not a fact of me liking producing or rhyming. You know what I'm saying? I like to build shit. You know what I mean? And I like the response afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people
Ah,
way out in Germany knowing every word to my rhyme, or, you know what I'm saying? A inspiring producer or a beat maker, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I know what you use, man, and I like that snare and how you making that shit swing like this, and, you know, talking that computer talk to me. That's the gratification I get from it.
yeah. I heard you say on one of your tracks. I think it was on California. You said, "Don't y'all steal my drums and my claps, man."
Yeah, yeah. Motherfuckers be stealing them drum sounds. Them producers know what I'm talking about.
Hey, so as far as I know I'm all over the place, but I want to ask you one quick question because I was a big fan of the whole West Side Connection Who Bang
Mm-hmm.
movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Eight was a part of Who Banging with that Section 8.
Yes, indeed.
So you have production on that.
Yeah, strawberries and cream, and I think it was one more flatline. Dig it till your
How it
body hit the flatline. Yeah, flatline.
the place I'm lost at is as I listen to your discography, how is it I don't hear a chill project back in them days, or I don't hear another CMW back in the like, homie. I'm not just saying this because I'm talking to you. I'm not on no coat telling, no dick ride, none of that shit, homie. But you are one of the most dopest lyrics on the West Coast that I don't hear about.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I don't know, man. You know, I sit back and I think about it all the time, and that's also a double-edged sword because I know a lot of popular people. I produce for them. I've worked with them. I've worked with everything, and you know, it's good that they're in the limelight and they this, they that, you know, and all of that. You know what I mean? But you know, I get to see it from a bird's eye view. You know what I mean? Or like I tell my
Right.
wife, you know what I mean? The paladalade. You know what I mean? A fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I don't. My
Uh-oh.
bad. You know what I'm saying?
You good?
I don't like the shit that people be going through as a star. You know what I mean? I'm cool with who I am. You know what I mean? I'm a star in my own
I
right.
dig that.
You know what I mean? I still get a lot of, you know, flowers, you know, turn my way, and a lot of, you know, people respect what I do and all that. And I'm comfortable with those people, you know what I mean? But, you know, having bodyguards around me 24 and not being able to go to Walmart when I want to or the gas station, that's not for me. You know what I mean? Now for this recognition or money for what I do, you know, my family will be straight after I'm dead and gone. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
That's what I would give the youngsters, man. Make sure your paperwork is straight. You know, even if it's been a lifetime getting it straight. You know what I mean? You want to leave something to your family. You know what I mean? Because today ain't promised. So, you know what I mean? I'm comfortable with that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that, you know, I was able to conquer that. You know what I mean? And I got a solid family, a solid queen, you know what I mean, that's going to take care of business and the whole nine. So, you know what I mean? That right there is more exciting than being you know, somebody that got a star on the Walk of Fame or, you know, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Now, if I was able to reach those plateaus, then God is good. You know what I mean? But I'm great with who I am. I'm excellent with who I am. You know
And
what I mean?
I could definitely tell that. And I wasn't just speaking on stardom as far as that go, but I just feel like because I'm a fan of like Mac 10 Squeak Rule, 8, you know what I'm saying? Technique,
Yeah.
you know, Gangster, K Mac, all them dudes, and I'm just thinking like as I listen to Elephant, as I listen to California, as I listen to Four at 80, I'm like, how is he not on none of these projects back in the day that I used to roll down Crenshaw banging?
Man, you know, actually I was. You know what I mean? You know, when you
Come on,
listen,
wake me up then. Wake me up.
you know, when you listen to the, you know, Duck Sick and Late Night Hype and shit like that, and then you turn around and you listen to a Shot Caller, or you listen to, you know, Cocaine's first, not his first album, Give Me Mine, All Mine's album, or the 213 Project, or if we off on
Yeah.
some East Coast shit, we bumping Red Man, you know what I mean? Then I was on those songs, you know what I mean? But I've never
Mm.
been the dude that just put it out there. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me. And, you know, I got a team and we all scream and chill. Nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with the revenue from it. Or like I said, you know, we just built something and we just put something together that and look what blossomed from it. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of dudes want to be something that they not. I'm just trying to maintain being who I am. You know what I mean?
You go. You gonna make me go do some extra research, big dog, because you just named off some projects that I must have slept on, man. I gotta go listen to them like 3, 4 times over,
I
because
mean,
I'm
it's a
like,
lot of projects. I mean, I'm on a lot of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on a lot of shit. I'm on everything. I'm on a lot of shit from the biggest artists to the smallest artists. You know what I mean? I just like seeing shit. Like I said before, I like to see a person in Chicago or New Jersey or Philly, you know what I mean, somewhere, you know what I mean, that knows this song. You know what I mean? That knows about it. Like
mm,
I was blessed to do, you know, shout out to Ice-T. I was blessed to do the Art of Rap one year. And to be on stage with Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick and Public Enemy and EPMD and you know all that right there was like one of the highlights of my career for the simple
that's
fact
dope.
that all of those individuals that I just named, they knew exactly who I was by heart and could tell me,
Oh yeah.
you know, even the big homies like Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there chopping with them.
Mm.
They like, yeah, CMW, we rock with that in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's way on the other side of earth. You know what I mean? It's like, damn,
Yeah, hell
dudes know
yeah.
about me, little old me. You know what I'm saying? And they got that respect. And I'm like, man, I respect them like some superheroes. You know what I mean? But them dudes, they know who I am. And that right there is enough. I like that. You know, they might
I
not know the
feel
face, you know what I'm saying, all the time. But trust me, my name ring bells. And they find out it's me, they be like, oh, okay. And he's a real one. I got you. You know what I mean? So I
Hey,
love that.
and I feel that, man. So I'm finna right now get into the elephant, man. The elephant. I seen a couple people on here saying the dopest project of 2022.
That's what I heard.
And you know what? Once again, I'm not just saying this because we right here on this platform. I'm not just saying this because we've been chopping it up, trying to make this happen. but I cannot knock them on saying that, homie.
Thank you,
You
brother.
got you got something for everybody on that project. You got some dope production on that motherfucker, and you bring in bars on that. You know, on the West Coast, we don't get a lot of credit for our bars, so you spend some shit on that shit, man.
Thank you,
I,
man.
what a couple of my favorites. My favorite is you and King T.
King T,
Um, you got King, or is that California?
that's chilling for you.
With the West Coast go?
Yeah, let one go. That's me,
Yeah,
King
yeah, yeah.
T, and Lil Half did. Yeah,
Hey, that is my shit right now. And on California, you got Corrupt sounding like the Corrupt from 1996,
that was
1995.
that was the focus. As a fan, you know what I mean? That's my little bro. And when I say that, I mean that. You know what I mean? Like he gets on my goddamn nerves. You know what I mean? But that's my brother. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
but on the elephant though, you got some bangers, man. That like I said, you got something for everybody. It's not just West Coast gangster shit.
That was the focus, man. You know, I think I'm at a good time in my life. Like I say, I got a beautiful family, man. That's one. That's first. You know what I
That
mean?
helps.
And I'm in a good space. You know what I mean? For this my craft. You know what I mean? I got a great support team. You know what I mean? I alleviated all the bullshit out of my life, man. And, you know, negative people and, you know, just energy drainers. You know what I mean? And, you know, I kind of thrive on that. You know, if a person ain't an asset to what I need, you know what I mean, then what do I need this person around me? If I can't be an asset to him, if we can't learn from each other, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? So I just think that I'm at a spot in my life to where I was able to actually sit down and focus on something and really keep my ears to the streets on what's going on and what, you know, the consumer wanted. You know what I mean? What the consumer wants. I know it's a million rappers on every corner. I know, you know, the new wave of music, you know, dudes is talking like this and, you know, they like, oh, here's this, that, the other. You know what I mean? I've been lasting, homie, since 89. So it's like, what can I give to people that would be like, this is dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus, oh, this old nigga, or you know what I'm saying? That's some old skit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I ain't trying to be an old nigga running around here with skinny jeans on either. So,
Oh my God.
you know,
Thank
how
you.
can I, you know, that's for them. It ain't for me. You know what I mean? So how can I,
Right.
you know, carry on, you know, the legacy that I have. But something I respect about Snoop Dogg, he was always able to recreate himself. Okay, how can I
Yes, sir.
recreate? How can I recreate myself? You know what I mean? Like just be myself and do what I like versus what I think I have to do. Because I'm from Compton's Most Wanted, I gotta talk about drive-bys and call bitches bitches and you know all this old crazy shit. That ain't me no more. I think it's gangster to, you know, have enough money to pay your bills and you know what I mean, raise your sons, you know what I mean, to be young men. You know, that's the most
Right.
gangster shit ever. You know what I mean? Like this nigga got a squad of boys and shit. And them niggas, all of them got a piece of him in him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's gangster to me. You know what I mean?
Salute.
That means my legacy will live way past mine. You know what I mean? And that was the attack on elephant. Actually, forehead
Uh,
and elephant. You know what I mean? But most sure elephant, you know what I mean? Because I took a minute working on it, just really paid attention to the streets and how music was
hey,
going.
shout out Di Lansky because he just brought it to my attention once more time. They don't bang like this.
Yes, indeed. That's what they don't
They
do.
don't bang like this.
That's what they don't do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, like I said, man, you got some dope shit. But before I go any further, you spoke on something. I think I saw this maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I saw two posts. One of them, I saw you and Gangsta on a live
Hmm.
talking about some shit that y'all gonna be putting together. He was saying, "Send me some shit." You were saying, "Send me some shit,"
Yeah,
and that got me excited. But you
yeah.
also had another post where you said, you want to put studios in prisons.
Right? That's right.
I believe that prison is where some of the most talented people in the world are.
That is correct. You know what I mean? I was in there and man, I met some dudes that's probably, and I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. that's probably harder than LeBron on the basketball court. You know what I mean? I met dudes that was phenomenal at lifting weights, art, doing tattoos, uh, braiding hair. You know what I mean? Lifting, bodybuilding and working out. You know what I mean? Like I met phenomenal dudes, man, writing poetry. I mean, a dude can write your girl a letter, homie, that'll bring your girl to tears. You know what I mean? These dudes are
Yeah.
that talented. You know what I mean? And I played with a group of old men in there in a live band. I played drums and we sung a lot of oldies and shit like that. But I had fun doing it. It was something to do with, but I took a liking off and do it because I was actually learning from these guys. These guys was like Cool in the Gang, Ohio Players, Heat Waves. Like these dudes was hella dope. Like if I hit a wrong note, they mad at me. That type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, and this is where I learned how to perfect my notes and you know what I mean, transitions and all that type of stuff. So
They was holding you accountable.
they was very much so holding me accountable. So, you know what I mean? I always thought about like, man, somebody need to put together some type of program to where they cater to guys like that. Because like I said, you know what I mean, music is an outlet outside of trouble, outside of,
Yeah.
negative thinking and all of that. You know what I mean? It's a passion as well. It's a how I want to say it, it's something outside of the box to think about. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If you put studios in there, people gonna spend their time learning Logic, learning Reasons, learning Pro Tools, learning Studio One, learning, FL Studios and Ableton and all these different things. You know what I mean? How to mix, how to,
Yeah.
edit. You know what I mean? How, whether it was for studios and film. You know what I mean? Not just a pen, a pencil, and a paper. You know what I mean? The average person that's on here that's checking us out right now, and shout out to all y'all. You know what I mean? By the way,
Yeah, man.
you know what I
Definitely.
mean?
So,
But when the last time y'all picked up a pencil and some paper? You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, you're texting, or you on a tablet, or you on some form of computer. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, it needs to be more of that involved in those systems. That's part of rehabilitation. You know what I mean? I know, like I said, I know some dope ass singers. I know dope ass poets, rhymers, all type of shit, but they don't have the outlet or the utensils to use to be better or have a passion off of something else that's gonna get their focus off them streets and off into these beats or these rhymes or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am looking forward to, somebody, putting up some money and we trying to figure out how to get some studios in the prison systems. I think that'd be dope.
yeah, man. Cause, like you said, man, I've never did no long time, a couple weeks in the county, man, and I met some gentlemen that were just like, you shouldn't be here right now. You should be somewhere, you know, enlightening the world because you have a talent.
That's right.
And sometimes we just take a wrong turn real quick.
Yeah, shit happens, and then unfortunately in California, you get in trouble for this. The next time you get in trouble, and it might not even be that big of a deal. You have priors. You know what I mean? So you ain't going
Yeah,
to jail for this news situation. You going to jail for what you initially
for
did.
that. Oh shit.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So that's how it is in California. So the best thing smoking, man, is to have your passion for something and stay focused doing it. That's my whole get
So
on.
so one question. I saw you post something about the rapture.
Yes, indeed.
That's you, King T, uh,
Gangster,
Gangster, and
J.O.
Corrupt,
Felony.
right?
Yeah, me, Corrupt, J.O. Felony, Gangster, King T. You know what I mean? We
You
are the,
speaking my language right now. You speaking
yes,
my
indeed.
language right now.
Yeah, this first generation. You know how that come about? Me and Gangster was at my studio and we was on the patio one day chopping. And I wanted to do something bigger, you know what I mean, than what we was doing. I was producing for every individual in the group already. And I'm like, man, I want
Okay.
to do something that's bigger, something that they can't tell us no, something that's so powerful to where they can't tell us no. You know what I mean? So me and Gangster, we sipping, smoking, talking shit. And I say, man, let's do a group, a super group, a powerful group. This is before, way, way before Westmore and any Dirty OGs, any of that. You know what I mean? So,
Oh shit.
you know what I mean? So this is like in 2009, 2010. You know what I mean? I call Corrupt. I call Eight. I call Battle Cat. I call Jinx. I call King T. I call J.O. Felony. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm finna put together a group. You know what I mean? We didn't even have no name. And then Corrupt was like, all right, let's meet at my house. He stayed in the Valley at the time. He had the biggest area. So we all met up there. I played some beats. We started doing rhymes, you know, doing songs. And, you know what I mean? Somebody said the name of the group is First Generation. We first at all generations. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is a long awaited project, you know what I mean? And now that we all available and here and not in trouble and clear in the mind, you know what I'm saying? It's time to drop it. You know what I mean? So April 15th, we coming with that First Generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like I was saying before, I just feel like King T, he never got his just due, man. When you talk about the West Coast, King T should be one of the top dudes that you speak of. And you know, I understand the aftermath situation. I understand what goes on with the hip hop, but I just feel like it's a lot of dudes that need to hear that Tila, that King T, man.
Man,
So to hear that,
keeping it 100, he the G's in the group. That's our big bro, all of us. When King T say, hey
yeah.
man, this is some bullshit, y'all fucking up, we all gotta stand at attention and be like, you know what, Tila just said something, and we gotta listen to what he said. He's trying to say something and we need to respect that. We got a great ordeal respect for King Tila. You know what I mean? That's the grounding to First Generation, King Tila. You know what I mean?
Foundation, huh?
Yeah, and then it trickles from there. Me and Eight, J.O. Felony, Corrupt, Gangster. You know what I mean? So, you know, it all makes sense. We all first generations of our era. You know what I
And
mean?
y'all all some dope, all some dope individuals. So just to bring that all together is that's like if I could put it in a metaphor, that's like a straight steak for a pit bull like me, man. I can't wait to get some more of that shit, man. I'm a huge fan, big dog.
Man, it's coming.
I know that like I was talking to Squeak when I had him on here, you know, as men growing up in this West Coast environment, just any environment, I feel like a lot of times dudes don't want to give they real love, they real appreciation to other dudes because they feel like it demasculates them. But me, I don't give a fuck, homie. Um, as I told Squeak Rule, I'm gonna tell you and whoever else I can get on here, man. I'm a huge motherfucking fan. I appreciate all the contributions you guys have given to hip hop and to me as an individual. I'm not gonna get on here and say that I'm like no frontline gangbanger. I've never been no mainline street dude. You know, I dibbled and dabbled in this and that, but you guys have always been a soundtrack to my life.
So,
I told you this one story of me growing up in Compton and the things that I've been through. So to have you here with this direct contact, to me it's a dope experience. It's a dope communication, man, and I hope that everybody who's on here, because I see we got a few people, man. This platform I got, it's not huge
they
yet,
checking
but
in,
I
man.
have,
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people. I see people from out the country, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to all y'all. I can't understand what he's saying. He's writing it and
yeah.
writing it, writing it. But salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Dialinsky, that's my killer. You know what I'm saying? Dismos, that's my killer. You know what I mean? And I'm just like Easy E and them, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the next level, you know what I'm saying? When it's positive and a dope passion, you know what I mean? So that's why it
And
was
I
only
got
right that I got it together with you.
and I definitely got a passion for this hip hop shit, man. I try not to mix me being an artist with me doing this Instagram live thing. I try to keep that separate. I try to be a fan over here and just interact with people and find out the knowledge. Like I said, Dyer Lansky, I'm definitely a fan of this most. I'm definitely a fan of, and everybody I have on here, I'm a fan in some shape or form. Um, but you been since the '90s, big dog. I would be lying if I said that, you haven't been a inspiration or some type of motivation in the life that I've lived.
Dope, man.
Um,
Glad I can be. That's dope.
this elephant shit you got going, man, and like I said, I'm gonna take it back one more time, man. California, that's my shit personally. I don't know who else. I'm digging the elephant, but California is my
That album was heartfelt, man. I was going through some shit when I did Chilifornia. I did 2
hey,
mixtapes, Big Homie Volume 1, Big Homie Music Volume 2 at that time. You know what I mean? I was going through some shit, man. Shout out to my brother Kill at Will. He was around me. Rest in peace. My little cousin Jabbo, you know what I mean? Buddha. You know what I mean? That's the original Wanted Gang set up. On my own 10 toes out of Compton's Most Wanted, or in Compton's Most Wanted, but on chill from Compton's Most Wanted type shit. You know what I mean? And I dropped California. Well, no, first I dropped the Wind Chill Factor, then
right.
California. You know what I mean? Then those mixtapes, Big Homie Music Volume 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Then Forehead, no, Chillstrumental, Forehead, you know what I mean? Forward 80, you know what I mean? Dirty OGs, numerous projects with H still. We got gangster business out there in the street for all the raw CMW fans, as well as I'm on my elephant shit right now, man. It's out right now, everywhere. Everywhere, you
Hey,
know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that skirt too, man. Shout Dialansky, man. You bringing it all back to me, big dog. I appreciate you, man. Uh, yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get the elephant. If you ain't got it, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I'm not just speaking from a West Coast fan perspective. I'm speaking from a hip hop perspective. I know you got a lot going on, man. Like I said, I appreciate you taking the time out your busy day to just even tap in, man. You, Squeak Roo. I can't lie, homie. I deal with a lot of people in the streets. I deal with a lot of people on the internet.
No doubt.
Y'all been some of the real, y'all been some of the realest motherfuckers that I've talked to, hands down. Um, y'all always stand on the 10 toes that y'all put down on the pavement, and I can't help but salute and appreciate that, man. And I just
Man,
want to
that's
tell
all
you,
love.
homie, I
That's
just want to
love.
tell you, from me, keep bringing the dope music, homie. I don't care if ain't nobody listening. You know that I'm listening over here. If I could ever do anything to help what you're doing, I don't got a big platform. I didn't do this for any personal gratification. I just did it because I love this hip hop, and I think everybody should find out about different stories from new to old artists and people that's still active, man. So I truly, truly, truly appreciate you, man. And one more thing, I'm gonna be out your way. I know where you at.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be out your way real soon. I'm gonna have to pull up on you, man, even if it ain't just to chop it up and give a handshake, man. So um,
All
when I
love,
get
homie.
out that when I get out that way, I'm gonna hit you, big dog.
Make sure you do, man. I appreciate you having me. We finally got it together.
Oh yeah, I already knew
Shout
that.
out to everybody on here. We ain't gonna act like you a small, interviewer or blogger. We're gonna put it in the air. You know what I'm saying? All these
Yes,
people
sir.
that's on here, everybody that zoomed in and zoomed out and zoomed back in, you know what I mean? They want to hear what you got to talk about. And that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I
And
appreciate you having me on here as well as I'm sorry I'm eating McDonald's fries, but
do your thing, man.
and drinking Dose. You know what I mean? But make sure y'all go get that Elephant Project, man. You know what I'm saying? The link is in my bio. Make sure y'all go check it out. Just put the chill Elephant and you're gonna find
Yes,
it.
sir.
We got videos out there, we got songs, we got some merch. You know what I mean? It's my wife right here. She just jumped in here. You know what I mean?
Shout
And
out to the wifey. Shout out to the
shout
wifey,
out
the
to my wife,
queen,
that's
man.
Boo Boo Chill. And we got the Boondock Shop out here in Las Vegas. That's where I'm at, y'all. You know what I mean? And we doing it big as we can. We living our best life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homeboys in South Central, you know what I'm saying? The Crenshaw, Rich Bear, get down with the homie Dialansky and Brody, you know what I'm saying? And all the homeboys that's doing something positive, man, and just having that passion for for something. You know what I mean? So keep pushing your line. And like I said, I'm pushing my line. Elephant is everywhere. Go get that motherfucker. Everybody said it's the hardest shit in 2022.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say y'all
I ain't
go
doubting
find
them.
out for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? I know what I do. I put it out there. It's for y'all to motherfucking judge it and critique it and do all that shit. If you can earn your Levi's to it, you won. You know what I'm saying? If you can cook your food to it, you won. If you could just chill and have you a nice little cocktail with a lady, you won. If you just want to blow some tree, put some meat on the grill, or if you want to turn up and get your gangbang on, it's all that on there. You know what I'm saying? It's
All
all that
that.
on there.
All that.
You know what I mean?
Hey, all that.
Yes, indeed. It's all
Hey,
on us.
I know I ain't nobody, but I co-sign everything that dude just said, man. It is the dopest shit going right now, man. So make sure you go get the elephant. Make sure y'all go support the chill. Make sure y'all look out for the rapture and everything that's coming, man. Shout out one more time. I know I haven't said about this, but I meant to speak on it. But shout out to JD. He home. I see you working with him from the lynch mob, man. So hey, big dog, just keep up the good work, man. If nobody on you, I'm on you. I'm right. I'm following you everything you do, man. Shout out to you and the queen, man. And you keep being great, big dog. We appreciate you.
All love, homie. Peace out, brother.
100, man. All love.